Hello everybody and a very good afternoon. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby. Here we are, Thursday already, can you believe? 8th of Feb. Thanks for joining us with our new schedule. Don't forget, we are now live at 1 and 5. And today's schedule looks a little bit like this. We're with you just for the next hour. Over the course of that hour, we've got our first look show where we are going to be looking at the brand new Floral Creations collection. I'll tell you when that launches as well. Plus, we're going to look at some amazing creator cards that are going to allow you to create the most fantastic cards with ease, all done in die sets. So we're really looking forward to that. Also this week, of course, it is our Love to Craft event over on the website. Loads and loads of goodies there for you, and each and every day we are adding in a new little subsection to that point on the website, up to 70% off. Mixed media is the new box today, if you like, which is launched alongside yesterday. We were talking all things colouring. On Tuesday we were talking all things about embossing folders, and then back to Monday where we had more Spectrum Noir deals and also crafty tools. So there's all of those bits and pieces for you to shop over on the website. And also just must mention, whilst we're only live for an hour right now, we are back at 5 this afternoon here in the UK, so that is midday. That is midday Eastern. That is 9 a.m. Pacific. We have got a 2-hour cartload show, which I believe you're already shopping, because little birdies have told me, I say little birdies, producer Nicola tells me we are already having sellouts before we've even brought you that show. Everything is live there in that show, so do go and have a look. We've got treat bags, which are proving very popular already, both colouring and stamp and die treat bags. We've got 24-hour deals with some sensational buys. My one I've seen there, by the way, is there's a buy one, get one free on our make and send pads. Do have a look at that. The price is unbelievable. And also we've got some grab a deal deals for you as well. Those ones with up to 70% off are disappearing. But listen, we are here for a first look, and it is not just me over the course of this show. I'm delighted to say, having a little bit of a sneaky peek with me and a bit of a delve into all of these crafty goodies, is the one and only, your friend and mine, the marvellous McGiggles, the fish, Debbie Fisher. How are you, Debbie?
Hey, yes, I'm very good. Thank you, Ben. It's going to be a great day. I love a first look, you know. Ooh. I like a sneaky peek. And we've got 2 of them. Can you believe that? Which are unbelievable. I've got just a few samples of each one out, and we're going more depth with them. But you're going to absolutely love these stepper dies. They are beautiful and so easy to do. The whole die cuts out the whole card and gives you the dies to cut out the panels. How pretty is that card? Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to show you a few of them, because there are quite a lot in this collection. So we've got a different type of stepper there. Another beautiful one. What about the rocker stepper? I know in the template you absolutely loved it, but that's a great one to have a look at. That it's just beautiful. But we've now got that sort of decorative edge. We've got all sorts of steppers, side steppers, mid steppers, you know, it's just amazing, just beautiful. So they're your stepper cards, but we've also got something very good coming. And I've got to tell you, Ben, I am so jealous of our Debbie launching these, because she is going to love them. We all love a flower die, but this isn't just a flower die. This is a flower creation set, which, I mean, it's again one of those ones. How have we not done this before? Because it is amazing. Beautiful. The concept of it and what you can do with these flowers, how you can store them, the papers that you get with them. Honestly, you're going to absolutely love them. So I can't wait to get started. So a couple of the demos we're going to incorporate both as well, Ben. So we're going to do the stepper cards, but we're going to incorporate the florals with them as well.
Those are the kind of smarts we need around here for a Thursday. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials. Christine Mahoney says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi to Melanie D. Hello. Also, hi to Donna Ridgel Torres, who says, good morning from San Antonio, Texas. Hi. Hi also to Polly Coe, who says, awesome day to all from Blountstown, Florida. And Lily Jones says, hi, everyone. I'm having a wee sneak peek from work. Marnie Pinchoff says, good morning from Arizona. Hi to Shadia, who says, good morning, my Lord Ben and Ms. Giggles. Hello, everyone. Sarah Brown says, hello, my crafty friends. I'm popping in from Melbourne, Australia, sending hugs to you all. Hi also to Mary Beth Doyle, who says, good morning, everyone, from Minnesota. And there's a name I recognise. Lovely Linda, who says, hello, looking forward to the show. One thing I must just mention as well before we get into it, a few eagle-eyed viewers may have spied some items to my right-hand side, and they're going, what? Hang on a minute. You what? You what? The easel drawer kits, they're out of stock. They're not. They are BIS. As of yesterday, BIS. Back in stock. They arrived back with us, so if you missed out on those, which I think a lot of you will have done, that was the launch that we did, was it a couple of weeks ago now, I think, that never even got to the launch show, did it? We sold them all out in Wake Up Call, but they are now back in stock, so if you want to get your hands on those, head to the website and type in your easel drawer kit and you'll be able to pick yours up. Hi Lois, who's just joined us from Ohio. Also hi to Janet D in Dallas, who says, good morning y'all. Good morning to everyone. In this show, we're just having a bit of a sneaky peek obviously, but if you've got any questions you want to ask, feel free to fire those in and just generally keep in touch with us. The Floral Creations kit, which we are going to be showing you first, actually launches next Tuesday, all right? So it's the 13th where you'll be able to pick this up and find out all of the details, but it is, as Debbie says, just a fantastic kit for you. Because you love flower making, it just really allows you to become your own sort of paper craft florist. And within the kit, you get so much. You're going to get all of these dies. There are 32 dies in total. You're going to get 12 stamp sentiments to go along with those as well. Plus, what I love about this is we give you all of the sort of instructions and ideas of how to put your bouquets together. As Debbie will show you in just a few moments' time, you also get a storage box with dividers. So it's super handy because I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those kits that you will perhaps do all of like your cutting previously and then store your flowers in the box. And then when it comes around to you wanting to kind of decorate and embellish your projects, you've got everything sort of pre there cut for you. And the other genius thing about this, not only do you get the dies, not only do you get the stamps, the inspiration and that storage, but we're going to give you your linen cardstock as well. So you don't even have to go sort of looking around your craft room for all of that linen cardstock because it is included. 3x6 is the size of your cardstock. You're getting 2 sheets of 30, one with more sort of your springtime colours, which again we'll have a flick through with Debbie, and one with more of your summertime colours. So yeah, we're going to be looking at this, and I know Debbie's going to incorporate into some of her demos as well the new creator cards. If you're looking forward to those, by the way, they are launching a week Monday, which is Monday the 19th of February, and again, we'll see more of those as we demo through the show, but I'll take you through everything as far as that bundle is concerned in just a little while. A few more hellos. We'll get to Debbie. Sandra Dundas says, good morning, Debbie and Ben, CTV crew. We've got producer Nicola, and we have got Jamie on the joystick today. Good afternoon, says Jamie. Hi also to Teresa, who says, good morning. Good morning. Hi to Sandra, says, I'm liking the look of the Floral Creation set. And Jay Pressy says, good morning all from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hope you're having a great day. And Deborah Rogers says, good afternoon from Glasgow. It's all good here. We are waiting potentially on some snow arriving within the next hour. It is cold, but we're going to heat things up right now with some amazing crafting. So let's have a look around this set with Debbie. And I think, Debbie, do you know what's so great about this is the fact that you can create your own sort of floral bouquets for all sorts of different occasions, you know, and if you're crafting, flowers are kind of like a bread and butter, really, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. I think we always talk about flowers and butterflies, but flowers being the most thing. I think we've done something really clever here. We've put everything into this amazing kit that you're going to absolutely love. It all comes in a box like this, and literally this is a brand new box, so it's so lovely having that opening. When you open it up, the first thing you're going to see in there is this. Look at this.
Love it.
I know. How nice is that? You've actually got a little tub here with all your different compartments in. So I love this straight away. So if anyone is a girl after my own heart, or a man after my own heart that loves making flowers, you're going to love this because you can literally take your Gemini Mini, you can sit on your lap with a lap tray, you can sit in front of your favourite TV or series that you're watching, you can die cut away all your flowers, and then you've got somewhere to keep them safe without them getting knocked over, without them being used. You can colour code them. So I absolutely love that we've popped that in there.
Brilliant.
Next, we've actually put in this amazing set of dies. I mean, look at this. We've never done a set like this before. So when we call this our floral creations, it literally is our floral creations, because you are getting so many in there, including your foliage and your flowers.
Yeah.
You're then getting your stamp set, which is amazing. So if I just turn that round, you'll see all these stamps. And I love this. I think they've done these really well. I'll show you what I've done with mine. I'll show you my box in a minute. So that's all your stamps and your dies. And then something that I think is really valuable, Ben, this is what I would call your cheat sheet.
Yeah.
So if we look at this overhead, it shows you here all the different things that you can make, and you will find many, many more. But what this tells you is every single one of the dies and how you can put them together. So we've got different stamens in there, we've got different flowers, we've got different ways of putting them together. If I turn that over, it then gives you examples of your composition, which I think is amazing. This is going to be great, especially with your layout collection.
Oh, yes.
For newbies that don't really know how to put those flowers together. This is a great one as well, because I'm going to be honest, Ben, when I first got one of these ones out, this one, I was thinking, oh, you could put it like this, and then I realised actually with a different bud you can make a different flower out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So they make totally different ways of using this same stem but to put on in different ways, which is amazing. And the foliage you get in here is stunning. It's absolutely beautiful, so you're going to love creating with them. So let's bring my one in. So well used, well loved. This is my box.
You've been busy.
Yeah, and I've literally been making flowers, bunting in there. So I've put all my little stamens. I've cut every time I put a flower die through, I was just putting some stamens through and some little flower heads in different colours. So that way I know I've always got something to decorate with. I love these. These are the sort of things I will use all the time. And the reason I cut them out of white is, even though they look lovely in white, and we're going to use them in our first demo in white, but you can then colour the tips if you want in your coloured markers.
Cool.
And so if you colour them in white, you don't have to worry about the rest, and then you can colour them in green. And then some of these flowers I've put together, so I've sort of had a play and just put double the amount, so we can sort of put one on top of each other, make little tiny flowers. There's other bigger ones in there. There's lots of flat ones that I can then start being creative with. I love white flowers, but I also like white flowers because then you can start using your ink pads, your pens, your watercolours, all sorts of things like that. I made some bigger ones there and just pinched the leaves in or the petals in at the side and made that beautiful 3D flower. And all you need to do to that is just grab yourself a stamen. We can literally pop those sides up. That can go in the middle, and you've transformed yourself and got an amazing flower. That's how quick and easy they are to do. I mean, which is amazing. You've then got all those different tiny little flowers. So like in here, I've put all my little ones. Look at how cute these ones are. You're going to be using these all the time, and I've just done them in all sorts of little colours, just cutting lots out. Then I've done these ones here, so you can see we're putting that on top. You can still shape these, so if you've got a ball tool, these are going to work really well, so with your flower forming, or you can just pinch them in, so using different ways. And then all this foliage. This will be your new favourite dye. I love this one, Ben. It's such a good fern dye. Absolutely, it's stunning. In fact, just turn that one over so you can see them. I've cut them in sort of different colours here, different tones of greens, but look at them.
It's very lifelike, doesn't it?
Literally just popping them in, putting your flowers on top. You've just got an amazing decoration, and as Nicola just said, so easy to do. And then you've got lots of other little pieces, so like this piece here, so almost like your twigs. You've got different ferns, different leaf shapes, and they're all on there. Then you've got your stems that you can use either way, so you can pop this one here, then you can get another bud to put in, so this one can go sort of over the top. And it really is just, I mean, can you tell I'm excited?
Well, exactly, yeah.
I just absolutely love them. And even though these are bigger, there's no worries to put them in your tub, because they literally will just pop in and they come out really easy. And I've been using loads of them. Now, these ones I've already started to do. So I just stamp lots out, and I've just curled them to fit them in, because they will just lay flat when you take them out again. So with lots of these, what I've then done is just cut them into a bunting shape at the end. That's why I've left them a little bit longer, because you never know how you want them on your makes. And then these ones, I actually got this from one of the buntings from from our Say It With Words, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes, and I actually thought, they will fit on the Say It With Style. Yes, so I've just literally stamped the stamps that come in with here, but look how fabulous
That's really
they look.
cool.
They look really cool. So I've just made sure I've got plenty of those. So then when I come to doing my makes, when I come to using them all, I've got them all at hand to use, and they really are simple to do. And we're still going, Ben, because like you said, on top of that, we've then got these two amazing pads. These are linen cardstock. We know you love your linen cardstock, and they're just the right size to just be able to not only go through your Gemini Mini, but they will also just lend themselves great to all these different dyes. So with your Gemini Mini, let's just take, for instance, just take the front one there, and let's take a green so you can see some of the greens.
It also saves you cutting into your bigger pieces of linen cardstock, doesn't it? And ruining
totally. And really simple to do, isn't it? So all we're going to do is take that pink one to start with. That's going to fit lovely in my Gemini. I mean, what I would say, what a gift to give to someone this. Because if you were making, if you was doing a present and you wanted to give the Gemini and then this box of goodies with your flowers,
that's a nice idea.
I mean, that is a good present.
It is a good idea,
I mean, I would love, even if I wasn't a crafter, to be able to make things like this would be amazing. I also think you could probably pop these through onto some felt, and I think they would cut out of felt as well. So I think that would be a really cool idea. And then what we're going to do with this one, I'm going to cut these twice. Let's just take that one out.
Even as just said, that 3x6 card is so perfect for the Mini. Absolutely it is, yeah.
And it's been made with that specifically in mind. So it's not that you can't use it through your other machines. Absolutely you can. It's just that it's literally 3x6, which is what your folders are.
Karen's just said these would be perfect for the envelope cards that you made yesterday, Debbie, as well. And the Love to Craft show. Absolutely they would. And Carolyn just saying, good morning from Florida. This is a brilliant idea.
Yes.
I'll keep this at the ready. And anytime I'm cutting something, I can then pop one of those dies on there if there's room.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I know. How cool is it? And the one thing we always do is when we're, well, I say when we're always doing, but if we're making female cards, we definitely put flowers on them.
Yeah.
And actually, even male cards, you could put the foliage and make a really nice foliage feature of that.
Yeah, and some guys I wouldn't mind a card with flowers on.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can make them look quite masculine.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So let's pop those on and let's take some. Oh, I didn't show you this one, so let's show you this one because I love this one. It's so nice. So let's just take a couple of them and you can see them cut out. You can see how easy they are. I mean, effortless because we're putting them through the Gemini. It takes seconds literally to wind it through.
Yeah.
So just making sure they all go in. And you can see, I mean, I'm not even holding my Gemini and they're just going to whiz through like that. And this is what I'm saying, Ben, this is the fun part because you can literally cut out loads of these at a time. Yeah. Look at that bird, it's such a cool die. That is, I mean...
That is really cool.
I don't know how I get excited about a die cut, but I still do, I still do. And do you know what? I think my grandkids keep me excited about stuff as well because they are just like me. My little Ava's face, when she runs something through, we were Christmas crafting. I'm gonna craft with these to make the flowers because when they turn the handle and they see it go through the other side, she just stares at it because she's so wow. She's only 4 and she can't believe that it's cut it out, and it's like do it again, and it's like that fun thing where you're just winding them through. And the Gemini is perfect for kids crafting. I mean, obviously supervised, but because you put it down onto something, it sticks. It means that they're not going to damage themselves. They can't get their hands stuck in it. There's nothing they can do. It's not like when they're turning it, their hands could go through into it. It's just the perfect little machine to accompany these amazing dies. Now, when you've got them, now's the playful bit where you can literally make these your own. So you can either, so let me just grab myself a ball tool because you can either take yourself the ball tools and mould them. Sorry, I didn't have them to hand. And then I'm just going to get myself, I wanted a stamping mat. I'm in the middle of sorting it all out over here. So there we go, we've got a stamping mat here. I put it upside down because the other side's very hot.
Oh, that's the mucky mat, isn't it?
It's the mucky mat. So depending on how you want the shape of them, you can literally, now I'm doing this upside down, I would start off with a bigger ball tool. Yeah. And then if you want to go in smaller, so of course what you want to do is manipulate those petals. So if you then want to go in with that smaller one there, you can then go in, because what you want to do is stretch the fibres of those colours. So you can see that one's really curling now. Do the all the way round with the small ones, and then if you turn it back and go in the middle, that will then, so you'll have that shape of your flowers coming out. So if we do the same with this one as well, so turn it upside down, start off with a bigger one.
Yeah.
And we'll do that on all of those petals. And this is just one of hundreds of ways that you can make your flowers. And we'll start a little bit on the ends with the smaller one. And then we'll turn that over and just place that in the middle. And then what we're going to do is take, I love your sounds there.
Oh, didn't know they did that out loud.
We're going to put a little bit of glue into the middle there. I'm just using tacky glue, and then we can pop that over the top. I mean, you don't have to use 2, but I think if you're going to put more on, you might as well shape them and have them looking lovely. So we're going to pop a nice one on there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a smaller one.
And then you're going to put more on as well.
We're going to put more on then.
Yeah. Don't ask at home. Private joke. Debbie called me a moron yesterday. Let's just get it out there.
He's outed me.
In a loving way.
In a very loving way, yes. It was because Ben was in my ear last night, if anyone didn't know, because, not nagging like he normally does, he was vision mixing the show. So he was doing a very good job, actually.
Thank you.
I felt like you got a little bit, like you were like, I love it, but now I need to let Jamie take over.
So I'm quite a techie. I love like techie stuff like that from my radio days, but I sort of had a crash course in doing it with Jamie, and I picked up quite a lot very quickly, and I'd done about 15-20 minutes, and I just got very overwhelmed with it, and I felt like I'd done well, and I thought, quick whilst you're on top, Debbie, that's what I was thinking, but I'm gonna have another go. But you know what, hats off to our guys in there, especially Jamie, very, very quick. He's like Speedy Gonzales. But yeah.
It's like anything, once you know it, you know it.
Well, it's like driving a car, isn't it? When you first start driving a car, you're thinking about every kind of gear change and, you know, everything that you're doing, but once you've done it for a few years, it's
That's
just...
so true, because I remember getting in the car and always thinking it's the ABC rule, but the other way round,
CBA.
isn't it? Yeah, CBA.
Yeah.
So, and I remember doing that, and you'd get in the car and you'd say mirror. I can't remember
mirror
it now.
signal manoeuvre.
Mirror signal manoeuvre, and I used to do that all the time, yeah.
My
and
one
then
was
always looking over your shoulder before you put. And I mean,
check your blind spot.
I don't do that now. I mean, I don't.
My thing was always worrying, knowing when to change gear. Because I always used to listen to the engine, you know, because it would go.
Yes,
Yeah, and I always used to be focused on what the engine sounded like.
So I'm still a little bit like that with Al, because I think he forgets that he's got 6 gears.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and especially if he's in my car and it really bugs me, and I go, Al, you need to go up a gear. Right, so we've built all those flowers out, but look how beautiful that flower now is.
That is gorgeous.
We've just got that beautiful flower with lots of 3D elements about it, just moving that up. So, and that's what you do, and then we're just going to pop that back in our box, and that's ready to use whenever we want to use it.
And as far as you're concerned, the kit that you would more often than not make, you'd sit and make a load of flowers, store them away, and then come back to them on a day when you wanted to use them, yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely, and I think white is the key. Always have white ones, because if you've got white ones, they're never going to let you down. You're going to have lots of those. So yeah, I would just say give them a cut and have them ready to use whenever you want them. And then you've got your tub to store them in, which I love.
There is a lot of excitement around this. I'll read a few comments out. Don't forget, date for your diary. It's next Tuesday with me and Debbie Robinson. Tuesday the 13th, be in for that 1 p.m. Because remember, we're live at 1 and 5. So that will be 8 a.m., won't it? Eastern. That'll be 5 a.m. Pacific. Thank you for the comments. Loads. Let's read a few. Good morning from Florida, says Carolyn Wilson. This is a brilliant idea. I'll keep this at the ready, and anytime I'm cutting something, I can pop one of those dies in if there's room. Lois says, well, I must admit, I got overexcited and I ripped the box open and I put my dies on magnets and I filled the compartments already inside the box. Yay me, says Lois. That's the way to do it though, isn't it?
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah, and then you've got that full box to go to any time that you need a floral embellishment. Marnie loves the colours for the papers, and Lois says, my husband loves floral on cards, but he loves me and gets excited when I make a stick man, lol. Well, listen, if you've made the effort, that's the main thing, isn't it? Whatever you do. And you know, I'm speaking as a guy here. I'd love to receive a card with some flowers, and I know a lot of guys who would like that as well. I've always wanted to receive a bouquet of flowers too. I always think that's sort of something which is obviously, you know, expected of a gentleman to give to a lady, but I would love to receive a bouquet of flowers. Thank you. Jamie's just said he'll get me a bouquet of flowers.
I always buy a bouquet of flowers for my dad.
Oh, do you?
Normally on sort of anniversaries of my mum, because
Yeah.
she's not here, so her birthdays and their anniversary and things like that. And my dad, the first thing he does when he looks at me, he goes, why have you bought me flowers?
Oh.
And I always say to him, I've not bought them for you, I bought them for mum, because she would like me to buy them
Exactly
for you.
right. And Jamie, by the way, if you are going to buy me flowers, none of the ones from the garage forecourt down the road, please. I know what you were thinking. How do I know? Because they normally smell a bit, don't they? Sort of petrol-y and diesel-y. Karen says, foam ones? Real ones. Karen says, I bought my granddaughter, who is 7, the Gemini Mini, and some mini dies, and she loves it. Spends ages cutting things out. Definitely a fab machine for the little ones. And I might have to get the floral creation set for her birthday. My Daisy doesn't craft as much now. She's gone very much into sort of horses and stuff. But I remember when we first moved up here, because we've got the MIDI, obviously, and similar thing. And she was 9 when we moved up here. The look on her face when I first showed her like what dies do and how it all works was incredible. And within, I don't know, a couple of hours, she was there, kitchen table, making her own cards, running her own stuff through. So it is a brilliant machine, the Mini or the MIDI, for the kids and the grandkids to play with. Shaz says, this is so fabulous. So when I get to stay at the caravan, I can take this with me. Yeah, keep them all together in that tub. Travels with you very nicely. Good afternoon to Caroline Hanley, who says, afternoon from a very wet and windy Isle of Man. Hi also to Joti, who joins us as well, Sensational Sky. And also a big hello to Sarah Brown, who says, I need this collection. I have my friend, 5-year-old Zara, who would love this. She also loves my MIDI. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments, everybody. We can see you're loving the show, and we can see that you're going to need to get in early next Tuesday for the launch of the Floral Creations. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have a look at the other launch of those fantastic creator cards, which are launching a week on Monday. But keep the comments coming through. Whilst we get ready for that, we are going to show you a little video which will give you more details about the lovely lady who was in Wowing You yesterday. And that lady is Sheena Douglas.
My dad was a printer, which was the old, you know, the old letter set printer, the type, the old printer's type. So he used to bring home offcuts of card. And so I always had paper and card around me from as long as I can remember. He would donate bits of offcuts to the school I went to, and so it was always accessible. My mum and dad bought me colouring products, art products, and good quality art products, like adult quality art products. So I found I could draw from a really early age. So really between that and crafting, it's just been punctuating it all through my life. I think you can get inspiration from anywhere. It's hard, there's never one source. It's from anywhere. It could be a crafting person, it could be a non-crafting person. It inspires me in different aspects. It could be art, inspiration from artists, inspiration from crafters, or inspiration on just inspiring people. It's all about the viewers. If it wasn't for the viewers, then there is no purpose in what. What am I doing it for? It's not about me, what I can do, it's about what I can inspire the viewers to do. And if I'm not inspiring them, then I'm not doing my job. So it's all about the viewers, and it's all and keeping them interested, fired up to give new things a try. And mostly any blocks, anything that holds someone back is more confidence than ability. That's what I've found. So if I can inspire people and give them that little bit of confidence to give them the nudge, fantastic. I think the biggest achievement is keep doing what I'm doing for so long. Now, I remember, when I first started, everything's new. It can just, maybe the enthusiasm and the love for what you do might wane. But it hasn't. Here I am, as I said, 18 years further down the line, professionally crafting. And I think that's my greatest achievement, is that I'm still loving it, doing it, enjoying it, and the feedback's been incredible from, you know, from the crafters, and that's what I'm doing it for. So that, I think, is my greatest achievement, and the feedback I'm still getting. Not many people know this, but I'm going to share this now. Is when I lived in America when I was 19, my eyelashes turned white. So this is still my hair colour. Oh, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's just my natural hair colour, dark hair colour, white eyelashes. I look like, you know, the John Wyndham, you know, the Midwich Cuckoos. I look like one of those little alien people with me if I don't wear mascara. Underneath it, lily white eyelashes. Go figure. I did worry for a while I was going to turn white, you know, emanate now from my eyes, which would have looked very strange to try and disguise for a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, you're watching Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Just half an hour to go on our first look show. We've taken a look at our Floral Creations collection, and another launch that you've got coming up a week on Monday are these bad boys. I think we give you now so many different options to be able to create the most amazing looking cards with ease, and this is just going to be another option for you. It is our creator cards that allow you to create a whole host of different stepper cards. These are launching on Monday the 19th, the Gemini stepper cards, and this will be with you and Craig, I guess, Debbie.
It will, yes. It's my first day back. I'm on holiday next week, so yes, first day back, and I'll be launching these, which I can't wait. So I'm really pleased I get to see you, to give you a sneak peek at them first.
I'm excited about this. I'll show you all the different designs that you're going to get, and then we'll have a look at these a little bit closer with Debbie. So you have got, first of all, a 12-piece set, which is going to allow you to create this centre stepper card. And again, the brilliant thing about it, if I flip it around, you're going to get all the dies in there to be able to create the actual card itself, the card shape, and then all of your mats and layers in there too. So it's some really fancy cards, which potentially you wouldn't attempt to do on your own, but now you've got the dies to do it. You can start creating cards like this really quickly. The matte and layer dies are brilliant because then, you know, it allows you to create all of these different styles of cards with all the different papers that you've got. But you've got centre stepper card in there. This one I know will be very popular, the rocker card, but this one's got that beautiful scallop design to it. So that is your scalloped stepper rocker card. 8 dies there. Then this one, which we I've also popped in, is your grand, or is that grand? Just grand centre stepper card. I was making it sound more grand than it is. You're also going to get your deco centre stepper card. Work nicely with things like your Roaring 20s collection. This one, I mean, come on, how amazing is that? That is your double side stepper card. Did you say majestic, Nicola? This is a good word to describe it. And we'll look at that with Debbie in just a few seconds. So I know she's got a sample over there with that. Then we've got a triple stepper card. I mean, again, all done with the dies that are included in here, making it so simple for you. I love the fact that we are giving perhaps newer crafters, beginner crafters, the ability to create cards that potentially you would be doing miles down the road. Now you can do these as, like, you know, one of your first projects, and they are real showstopper cards that you could be banging out very quickly. And the last one we've got for you is the opulent side stepper card. So all of those are the bundle. They launch on Monday the 19th of February. Stop saying February. And we can have a look at some finished samples with Debbie now. So that one is the, what one's that one you've got over there? The double side stepper.
The double side stepper. I love this one. It reminds me of Perfume Bottles.
Oh, okay.
So I think, yeah, if you've got a girlfriend, wife, anybody, any female that loves their perfume, you could probably turn that into little perfume bottles. I just think it's a gorgeous design, so absolutely beautiful, and a great one to do. And the best thing about these, Ben, is you can use whatever you've got in your stash. This one's been done with the flowers. So
yeah,
Floral
I love
Creation.
That.
Literally the whole thing has been covered in there using one of our wood grain embossing folders. Looks amazing. What about making a shaker card out of it? I love this. And using some of our old stamps that we had there. So we had those animals with attitude there. Don't have the hump, it's your birthday, which I absolutely love. And you're getting all these dies for your mats and layers. I love the edge of this one. I think it's just got that really detailed edge. This one is gorgeous as well. That Art Deco sort of design, like we were saying. Yeah, your your Roaring 20s. Lots of different things are going to go
Very
there.
classy.
But, and Ben, you were saying, and you touched on it, which is absolutely right. I used to make lots of stepper cards, all different ones in the past.
Yeah.
And it would take you ages to get the measurements right, the folds right, the cut lines right, and then you'd do it and you'd be so pleased with it. Did I want to make one again? Absolutely not.
No.
Because it just took so long to do. Not only can you now do that with one pass of the machine, one die, and you're done, you've then got those ornate mats and layers where you would never be able to cut these edges in and get them like this. You'd never to have all those rounded corners and those sharp edges. You'd never be able to have this. Look at this panel that we've got sticking up here. It's just amazing. I absolutely love them. I wish we'd done these a long time ago. I think you're going to love them.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous design, isn't it? Flowers on each one. Again, they fold flat, which is nice, so you could put all different decorative elements on there. That one would look really cool with little, maybe like passport photos and stuff on there. Make a really nice gift card in the front. Anything like that's going to look nice. What about a side one as well? So this one, another beautiful design, having it at the side. It means you can use whatever you've got in your stash. Another one of the rocker cards that we've got there, which I love. And that's just using the Bohemian.
Yeah.
I mean, really simple but so effective. Right, let's get started. I wanted to show the rocker one last because I'm going to do the rocker one. I think no, it's not my favourite. Well, I don't know.
What?
I love all of them, but I do love this one. I would make these time and time again.
Oh, the rockers?
Yeah, the rocker one. I think it's because it moves. I love a kinetic card, and I love the fact I would just be rocking it all the time.
Yeah, exactly right.
And then I thought, oh, let's use some of our paper pads that we've got in, because we're going to, we can make them out of our black, our craft card, our white card, but actually you can make the whole card base out of your papers. Now, the reason I use the neon, because I'm pretty sure the neon is a 300 GSM, so our Neon Dreams is a beautiful one. So we're going to place that on there. We're going to, I need my bigger plate.
Just to say as well, the large die, so the construction die in each of these sets is around 7 by 10 is the size. Somebody was asking, Marnie, so that gives you a bit of an idea of the size of the cards that you're going to be making with these. So
I need a favour, because I don't know where all the plates have gone.
What plates do you
need?
need?
We need a frosted... No, I haven't. They've asked if I've been tidying up.
There's plates over here.
Is this a frosted shim?
Oh,
Yes,
no,
I've got one here. It's all right. I'm okay.
You good?
I've got one. Yeah, no, I've been having a tidy up beside me, but I've not tidied any of the plates away.
These aren't what you're looking for, but I'll bring these back.
I've managed to find one. It was the plastic shim I was missing. So, and in fact, I am going to take that down. I was just going to risk it for a biscuit, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take it down. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
I'm going to pop those on the side.
Oh, I know why there's loads of stuff around the studio, because of yesterday's show,
Because of yesterday,
yeah,
which is why I probably... and Sheena was using the MIDI yesterday.
Ah,
so,
yes.
it's probably why we didn't have any plates on this side.
She loved the MIDI.
Yeah, MIDI's a great one. You do, however, need an A4 cutting machine.
Yes.
They're not going to fit in a smaller machine. So, yes, if you're going to go for any of the cards, you do need A4 cards. So that's going to cut out and put all my score lines in. Now, if you wanted to, you could reinforce them, but I found that it didn't really need it. On the launch, I'll show you how we can reinforce them as well. And all you've got to remember with most of them, I mean, you will be able to see on the front here, but where you look on a stepper card, I'm just going to see if I can pick another one up. There's one there. So no matter which one you use, you'll always have a mounting fold at the top, the first fold.
Right.
And I think that's a really good guideline. Your middle, where your highest stepper will always be a mounting fold as well. And it literally is mounting fold, valley fold.
Valley fold, okay.
So never worry about where you're folding it. And actually, Ben, if you did fold it the opposite way, it'll just fold back the other side if you've got it wrong.
Yeah.
So first of all, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to ease our card in, and we're just going to mount in and valley fold those cards.
And you talk about this being 300. Is that the kind of weight that we're looking at to get best results?
So I think you could use lighter, but I don't think you could use anything below maybe a sort of 240.
Okay.
I would say a 240 and above. So, but obviously the heavier weight in the card, the better it's going to be. The more robust it's going to be.
Yeah.
So now I've sort of started to stretch them. Now I can start putting them into place. So we know that this one here is our mounting fold. We know the next one is going to be our valley, then mountain, then valley, and then that will all come in, can you see, just like so. And what I'm going to do now, because I didn't reinforce my score lines, I'm just putting that in so I know all my deckled edge there is in place. And then we're just going to fold it. So just going to the other side and the top, and then you're just bringing your scoring tool and just burnish those lines down like so. And then I'm going to turn that round and do the same on the opposite side. So just burnishing them and in there. Then what you've got inside, you've got these lines here. If you burnish them on the top, you'd end up with a ridge in your card. Now, if you're going to mat and layer like I'm going to, it doesn't really matter, but I sometimes just like to go underneath, so you can see just underneath here, and I'm just going to burnish those lines in. And I do that underneath just to stop that line coming through. And then I know that my card is going to sit absolutely perfect. It's going to rock lovely. I'm going to get those nice crisp edges. So then you can just decide which way round you want it to be. So you've got your back and your front. Now the great thing about these is you do get all your other dies in here as well. So if I take these ones out, I'm going to pop this back. And it's always good, Ben, this will, just a little tip, is to put your, that one's fallen down, is to put this back before you start taking your other dies.
Okay.
Because then you know exactly where to put them.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
So
good housekeeping.
Turn that round that way. There we go. Like so. So popping that back there. These have come off here. Now you're going to cut those out. So you're going to also, we're going to cut these ones out. So let's bring that one in. And that one in.
And these are a lovely, I mean, if you're new to card making, you'll jump in and grab them. But Sarah makes a good point because she says, you know what? She says, okay, I know I have the template library, but I need these as a great collection as well. I think these will sit really nicely alongside the template collection because it just gives you even more makes, doesn't it? And again, it gives you a different way to be able to make these card shapes, doesn't it? Aside from the templates.
Totally, yeah, totally. So what I've done here, so I've been quite specific with my colours so I can mat and layer them. So you get your base layer here, you get your mid layer, and then you get your top layer. So I didn't want this one being hidden from here, so I've put this on my top. So that's my smallest layer. Okay. And then you're just going to cut. You've got 4, and the great thing about these, Ben, is you've got 4 that you can cut out all in one go. So I'm just going to take my other ones off, and then we can just pop those on as well, and that's going to cut them out. So what you're talking about is only, well, we're going to have 3 passes in the machine because obviously they're not all going to fit onto my platform. So what you'll do is just cut them, but 3 passes to make all the bits you need for your card. It's not a lot, is it? So it's just place them up there like so. I am just going to tape those down so they don't move. Whilst
you're taping, we say hi to Shadia. He says, I want them all. I was waiting for these. These look like you could cut them up individually, says Christine, to make tags, etc.
Ah, great idea.
Fantastic, says Marnie. I love looking at the sample, says Lois. And Beth says, I'm going to need to come out of retirement just to afford all of the great new launches.
I know, it's so true.
That's it, isn't it? I tell you what, it's been a strong start to 2024. Really, really unbelievable launches, and these 2 still to come. I'll use these with my Hunky Dory collection, says Jennifer. And Robbie says, oh no, I've got to have these dies. Week on Monday the 19th is the date for your diary if you want to grab them. And Marnie says, I thought I wanted these, but now I've seen them. It is a must-have. I love them. And hi to Felicia Neal, who joins us from Toledo, Ohio. Any last-minute questions you want to ask, then feel free. Once we've cut this one, there's a few people asking of like envelope sizes that we might need for this as well, Debbie.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm wondering... Yeah, so the sizes on the actual design, they would be half that fold. So they're 7.5 inch by 5
inches.
So
they're about 3.5 by 5, right?
Yes.
So you need a 4 by...
So I think so this one is 7.5 inch by
this is slightly different.
By 10.4. So I think it's half the 10.4.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a 7.5 by 5 inch card.
Yes.
Yes, because it was just folded in half. But I will measure it for you, and we'll have a look at some of the others as well. But I think,
Yeah, so they're all about 5 by 7 then, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are.
Because the others are 7 by 10.
They all look very similar when I looked at the samples.
It's only that one that you've got there is slightly, 7.5 by 10.4. So 5 by 7 generally then, isn't it? Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, which is good. So they're all envelope doable.
I love that. Envelope doable.
Envelope doable. So you could make your envelopes for them, or you could just put them probably in an 8x5 card. Most of them will fit into.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we've got all our layers here that we're going to layer on top. We've then just popped this one through, which I've put through my Gemini Junior plates. And then we've got these little pieces here. Now, what I have done with these little pieces, I've just run them through the Xyron here. So let's just pop those to the side and we'll put these together. But it shows you how quick to do all this die cutting. We've not had to do any of the measurements, Ben. It's literally come together in its own right, and it just looks stunning. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could put foam pads on these. You could put extra, sort of, to give it a bit of extra dimension. But if you want to post it or you want to keep it flatter, then I would say just use your tape pen to put them on with. And all your layers are perfectly placed to go where they should go. So right in the middle of our card there. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely love that. I'm thinking a bit of home decor. You could use that as a mushroom.
Yes, you could.
Let's lay these ones down. Yeah, it's one of those things you sort of think, I don't need them, and then you see them and think, oh, actually, what a clever idea to have. And you're right, they're going to work with your layout collection, they're going to work alongside your template collection as well. So,
but you've got options now, haven't you? Because as much as I know thousands of people bought the template collection, maybe you would rather work with dies. And if you do, then you've got this set. If you love the best of both worlds, then once again, I just think having sets like this, if you're a beginner, they kind of put you way ahead of the game. But also, as someone like you, Debbie, you know, who's been crafting for many years and an expert in their field, again, sets like this, I just imagine are so lovely to have because it just makes it easy for you. And some days you must just want to be able to make quick, easy cards.
I just can't think of anything better than to just be able to just get something out and craft with it straight away. So, yeah, I absolutely love them. I just, think when you, especially when you're not sure what to create, this gives you your starting point, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
So, and then you can literally just craft to your heart's content.
And if you like one particular style, it's batch making done easy again, isn't it? You know. Yeah,
and when you've done one and got used to them, and you will absolutely love them, and we're doing loads. It means that you can then start to incorporate different colours, different paper pads, different themes, and you'll love them because you'll be making them for everyone, but everyone will look different.
Yeah.
Right, so what we've done now, Ben, let's bring in our actual flowers, because I thought, well, it'd be nice to decorate it with our flowers. Now, because we've got so many sort of bright, bold colours going on, I thought it'd be nice to sort of pick out that blue. I don't know if I saved myself any. Oh, we might be able to get a couple of little flowers out of there, so that would be good. So let's take these small ones. So just going to take them, I think that will just fit, oh yeah, that will just fit into that corner. And then I'm also going to take this one here, and then we're going to take the bigger one, so this one here, just to make our flowers. So I'm going to cut them out of white cardstock. So I'm just going to take a little bit of card, cut those out. And I'm going to switch now just to my Gemini. So that will be nice and easy to use. And we're just going to pop those in. So I want both of those ones out of white. So onto there, onto that one, and pop that over.
Only got 10 minutes left.
I know, where's that time going? I was hoping we'd get another demo in, but it's just gone so quickly. But that's not going to happen. But it doesn't matter. We will make sure when we've got launch day, don't worry. And I think it's nice not to show too much. Yeah. Which is good. So, and then I'm just going to cut that one again and cut that one again, like so, and run those in. And this just shows you how easy it is to, we've literally done this from scratch, cut it all out from scratch, and how easy has it been to put this card together. And you could be making so many of them. And then the only other one I want to do, we're going to use this die here. I'm actually not wanting the bigger die, so I'm going to, but we might as well make sure that we get all of them. There we go, out of there. And then pop those ones through. like so. And then we're going to make our flowers. So I'm going to use this one here, and we're going to use that to just pinch in. Now I quite like to turn mine the other way, so we're going to pinch those. I use my finger now to push down and pull those petals in at the side like that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the same. So pushing that in, pinch that up, and that just creates a really different shape. And then with your other one, I've left it quite flat. With this one, we're going to do the same, but pinch it in, and then I'm going to pull that up. So pinch in, pull to the centre, pinch in, pull to the centre. We're going to just do that on all of those. And then we can stick the middle of that together.
Rosalind's wondering if the dyes, the flower dyes, will cut through fabric. We mentioned felt earlier on.
Yeah, so I think with a little bit of pressure, they probably would.
Okay.
I think you might need to cut them a couple of times, and you'd probably need your metal shim.
Right.
But because they're quite, especially the bigger ones, Ben, I think ones like this one, which is quite a big open gap and an outline, I think that would work. So yeah, absolutely, go for that.
And lots of love for the embossed detail that you can see on, you can particularly see on that one that Debbie just showed you there as well, Karen Fisher.
Yes.
Love the embossed detail on the flower dies. And Betsy through Black, hello Betsy, says I picked those flowers and containers up on HSN and it arrived yesterday, so I'm really happy to see this show.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they are amazing, aren't they? You're just going to love them. They are absolutely beautiful. Right, so we've got our flower, we've got our two pieces here. We're going to keep it really simple. Now, I'm not going to stamp my sentiment because I have cut out lots. And what I've done with this one, I've just put, you are blooming wonderful.
Well, thank you.
And I'm just going to go over, Ben, with my finger and thumb to make it sort of curved. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same, but the opposite way on the end.
Okay.
So just to curl that end bit like that. So that gives us a little different. We're not going to keep it that high, but that just lets us have a little bit more movement in there. And I'm hoping our glue, because I think I'm the only one that does it. No one puts the glue to the end of the pot, but never mind. Let's pop those to the top. And we're going to put these into place. So let's pop our larger flower here. I've also got a couple more that I've done on this one and just put a couple of gems in. We're gonna place this. Now the reason I'm using the Floral 3D glue gel is because it will allow me to move things where I don't want them.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is to place. So I'm going to literally place that one under there, so you can see how beautiful that is sticking out.
Really?
And then we're going to do another couple, but I also just want to have this one coming out, so I think we'll have that there. So let's put some in the middle. We'll keep that there. So that will go underneath and then just slightly down, so it's keeping that shape. And then we're going to put another one to the end, just down here. Let's tuck that in to hide that. And then we'll put one at the top. So I always go in an odd number. I think odd numbers look cool on a card.
Yeah.
And then we want to just put another one coming out of that flower as well.
Very pretty.
Just like so. And there you go, we're going to keep it like that, really nice and simple, but look how beautiful that card is. We then add in those amazing flowers on the top, just keeping that white stark contrast, and then just adding a little bit of blue into the centres. There we go.
So good, perfect partners, those two brand new launches, and I'm with you, Debbie. I absolutely love a rocker card. I just love, and I would be like you. I think if we had one together, you'd be going like that, and then I'd be going like that, and then you'd be going like that, I'd be going like that. They're so much fun.
They are.
And again, how nice that, I mean, that floral creation set you're going to use with, I think, so many other items in your craft room. It's going to be sat there on your craft desk, ready for you to be able to use. But how lovely to have these stepper cards ready to go. Really, really simple. And like a lot of you have chatted about, you love the idea of the template library, and you already have the template library, but this is something I think which is going to sit really nicely alongside it as well, because do you know what? Sometimes you might want to use your die cutting machines and you might want to create some different cards which potentially you don't have in the template library, and that's what you've got here. And for beginners as well, wow, you know what, if you were thinking perhaps, oh, my first few cards that I'm going to be making are just going to be, you know, 10th fold cards, very simple cards, it now gives you the opportunity as a beginner to get a set like this and start making, you know, for goodness sake, triple stepper cards as, you know, some of your first projects to give to friends and family. Or again, you know what, maybe if you're thinking about making cards to sell, these are the kind of card shapes, aren't they? They're going to catch people's attention and people are going to wonder how on earth you've put together projects like this, and you'll secretly know that you've got all of these fantastic dies to do all of the hard work for you. And again, don't forget that you've got the worker die there, and then all of those mats and layer dies as well to be able to create all of those fantastic mats and layers with whatever the collection is, you know, you're working with, whichever papers you're working with. You know, you can make cards for all seasons. So this one here is that opulent side stepper, which we had a little bit of a look at. We had a look at cards from all of these ranges actually over the course of the last half hour show. But again, there's that worker die, and there's all of those mat and layer dies to go alongside it. This one's really cool, that double side stepper card. Again, you're getting 9 dies in total there. Flip that around, you can see that you've got that main worker die and then all of your mat and layer dies in there. This one is that Art Deco, or the Deco Center stepper card as it's called. 6 dies in total here. This is that beautiful grand center stepper card. Once again, 10 dies and all of the mats and layers for the decorative elements within that one. Here's the one that you've just seen Debbie using. So if you want to be able to recreate that card, that is the die set there for you. The scalloped stepper rocker card, 8 dies in that little bundle. And then you're also going to be getting this one here, which again we saw with Debbie just a little while back, the center stepper card, 12 dies in total there. Pretty, Debbie says Beth Noob. Shadiah says, love the card, Debbie. I'm getting myself confused now. Stick with what you know, Ben. Marnie says, gorgeous card. Laurie Barnett, gorgeous, great card. I love card bases, says Shadiah. It makes your card look special. Lois says, beautiful cards, Debbie, thank you. Lovely card, says Liz R. And Hannah says, that is super pretty. Not a combination that would ever have occurred to me, but very different. Don't forget, if you want to pick those up, they do launch for you on Monday, the 19th of this month, February. And also, of course, alongside that, the Floral Creations collection that we showed you earlier on in the show launches on Tuesday of next week, which is the 13th, day before Valentine's Day. What a fantastic show. Thank you so much, everybody who joined in. We have got another show coming up for you because we are live again at 5, where we're going to be bringing you Cartload. Just to say alongside that too, I'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what's coming up on Cartload. If you're wondering why on earth have they created this huge kind of, you know, pack shot here with the easel drawer kit, it's back in stock. It is back in stock as of yesterday. So if you were one of those many people who missed this when we launched it a few weeks back, didn't even make it to launch day, sold out on Wake Up Call, it is now back in stock for you. So you can pick that one up on the website. And as I mentioned, Cartload coming your way too. It's going to be amazing. 5 o'clock, we have got goodie bags for you. Everything that we're doing on the show is on the website right now, so you can get those deals. Some of the deals have already sold out because we've got goodie bags, as I said, so treat bags, colouring treat bags, stamp and die treat bag. We've also got a set of 24-hour deals for you as well. The one that stood out to me is a buy one, get one free on the make and send pads. I would imagine that,
Oh, no.
I was just about to say, I'd imagine that they're going to go quickly. Well, they have gone quickly because they're sold out. Boo.
Boo.
We've also got a buy 4, get 2 free on the scattered corners and borders. I said that. We've also got a great deal on the Kingfisher Collection Essentials and the Mother Earth Collection. Plus, we've got some Grab It deals up to 70% off, last chance deals as well, and a whole host more on there for you too. So look forward to seeing you there. Debbie, thank you so much. That's been a really fun show, and I think you've got everyone super excited for those launches to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to absolutely love them. So do not miss out on them because they are incredible. I can't wait to see what Debbie comes up with, but I'll also be back with you a week on Monday to show you the rocker cards again in all their full glory, and we will make one of all of them throughout that day.
Amazing. That's going to be Craig and Debbie and Debbie and I are going to be launching the Floral Creations next Tuesday. She is going to be beside herself, isn't she? Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You continue to watch some crafty content over on 24/7. We'll see you back here at 5 for Cartload.